You know, my friend Epic is a bit like a skydiver who forgot his parachute. He's always going down, especially when it comes to gaming. Now, don't get me wrong, he's not your average gamer. He's the kind who could make a tutorial video on how not to play games. Let me take you on a journey of Epic's epic gaming fails. Like any good story, we'll start at the beginning. Picture a young, eager, and slightly rotund Czech boy with a controller in his hands and a twinkle in his eyes. That twinkle quickly faded, replaced with a look of sheer confusion as he played his first game, Super Mario. Despite the simplicity of the game, Epic found a way to fail spectacularly. He would jump into the bottomless pits instead of over them, run into enemy characters rather than away from them. It was like watching a fish try to climb a tree, amusing yet somewhat pitiful. The tale continued with Epic's foray into the world of first-person shooters. His performance in Call of Duty was, let's just say, less than stellar. Epic spent more time looking at the respawn screen than actually playing. He'd run into open fields, guns blazing, forgetting the concept of cover and stealth. Then came the strategy games. Epic's performance in StarCraft was a spectacle to behold. His strategy was non-existent. He'd send his troops into the jaws of the enemy without any sort of plan. It was like watching a general charge his soldiers into a volcano. The world of racing games was no different. In Need for Speed, Epic ended up creating his own off-road tracks, plowing through buildings and crashing into every car he passed. It was more demolition derby than a race. Finally, we arrive at the world of online multiplayer games. In World of Warcraft, Epic was the player that everyone dreaded to have on their team. Instead of helping his teammates, he'd wander off to explore, leaving his team in the lurch. In summary, Epic's gaming journey was a series of unfortunate events, a comedy of errors, from platform games to shooting games, strategy to racing, and finally the world of online gaming. Epic has left his mark, a trail of epic fails. His gaming skills, or lack thereof, have become something of a legend. But remember, every cloud has a silver lining. In Epic's case, he provides comic relief, a lesson in how not to game, and a reminder that sometimes it's just about having fun. So, here's to Epic, the gamer who never wins but always entertains. May his epic fails continue to bring laughter and joy to the world of gaming. However, there's a darker side to Epic's gaming journey. There have been instances where Epic's behavior towards Lithuanian players has been less than admirable. He's been accused of making racially insensitive comments and actions which have left a sour taste in the mouths of many in the gaming community. It's important to remember that while Epic's gaming fails may be entertaining, this kind of behavior is not. It's not just about winning or losing, it's about respect and fair play. We hope that Epic will learn from his mistakes and treat all players with the respect they deserve. However, there's another epic challenge that Epic needs to tackle. His current health and weight situation has been a topic of concern within the gaming community. Being a professional gamer doesn't mean you should neglect your physical health. In fact, maintaining good health and fitness can directly impact your gaming performance. It's high time for Epic to start a weight loss journey. We suggest incorporating regular exercise into his daily routine and improving his diet. Maybe swap those energy drinks for water. We hope that Epic takes this challenge as seriously as his gaming, and wish him all the best on his weight loss journey. Despite the epic highs and lows of his journey, Epic's gaming career isn't just about the victories or the weight loss. It's also about his foolish decisions, the ones that make us laugh, face palm, and at times question his sanity. Remember that time when he tried to take down an entire squad single-handedly in Call of Duty? Or when he sold his high-level gear for peanuts in World of Warcraft? His debulous moments are the stuff of legend, often leaving his fans in splits, even though they sometimes cost him the game. It's these moments of foolishness, this raw, unfiltered epic, that makes his journey all the more entertaining. And despite the face palms, we wouldn't have it any other way. Beyond the screen, There's another aspect of Epic's gaming lifestyle that's hard to ignore. His hygiene habits, or lack thereof, have become a topic of discussion among his fans and fellow gamers. After hours of intense gaming, a peculiar odor often surrounds him, often compared to rotten cheese. This has added an extra layer of challenge to his gaming experience, especially during gaming conventions and meetups. While it's been the butt of many jokes, it's also caused discomfort to the people around him. As much as we love Epic's raw and unfiltered persona, we hope that he will take this as a wake-up call to improve his hygiene habits, because after all, Epic gaming requires epic cleanliness too. Epic's determination to win is as strong as his gaming skills are weak. His relentless pursuit of victory often pushes him into a toxic behavior that has become a concerning aspect of his gaming persona. Instances of offensive comments, unsporting actions, and disrespect towards other players have tarnished his reputation. He's been known to rage quit and hurl insults to ensure victory. This behavior not only affects his image, but also casts a shadow over the gaming community. Epic's determination is commendable, but his methods leave much to be desired. Let's hope that Epic realizes the gravity of his actions and takes steps towards improving his in-game attitude. Because the real Epic victory is in playing fair and square and respecting fellow gamers. In the world of Team Fortress 2, Epic's misadventures take on a whole new level. As a server owner, his realm is much like a ghost town, abandoned and deserted, with only the occasional tumbleweed of a player rolling through. His management skills are as questionable as his gaming prowess, reflecting a poorly maintained server that's more of a wasteland than a battlefield. The server is riddled with bugs and suffers from lag, sapping the joy out of the gaming experience. Much like his gameplay, Epic's server is a chaotic, bug-ridden mess. It's a testament to his approach to gaming, a wild, uncontrolled frenzy that's more trouble than it's worth. Let's hope his server management skills level up, just like his gaming needs to. Epic's gaming fails aren't just limited to the virtual world, they've spilled over into the real world too. In a fit of rage, Epic once managed to break his computer. This unfortunate incident led to a hiatus in his gaming journey, a forced sabbatical that left his followers in a lurch. It's a poignant reminder of the importance of keeping emotions in check while gaming. Who knew that a momentary lapse could result in such a catastrophic loss? But as we know, Epic's journey is far from being a smooth sail. Let's hope Epic has learned to keep his cool both in-game and out. Because as we all know, gaming is fun, but a broken computer, not so much. As we continue the journey through Epic's life, we come across an aspect that's been surprisingly uneventful: his love life. Despite his fame and popularity in the gaming community, Epic has never been known to have a girlfriend. But it seems that Epic's heart beats for one thing, and one thing only: gaming. His lack of effort in pursuing a romantic relationship has often been a subject of among his followers. Is it due to his intense focus on gaming, or a lack of social skills? Or perhaps he's yet to find someone who can his passion for gaming. Whatever the reason, we hope that Epic finds the courage to venture into the world of dating. After all, love can be the greatest adventure of all. So here's to Epic, may he find his player too soon. And that's the epic tale of Epic, a gamer who's given us countless laughs, facepalms, and moments of disbelief. Here's to many more epic fails and hopefully some epic wins too. Until next time, keep gaming.